you that you should have warned them the virus was spreading like wildfire through the month of February instead of holding rallies with thousands of people? Why did you wait so long to warn them?
Who you with?
And why did you not have social distancing until March 16th?
Who you with?
I'm Weijia, Jiang with CBS News.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus? There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. It comes from China. I want to be accurate.
About Chinese Americans
please,
in
John.
this country?
Please.
The aides behind you. Are you comfortable with this term?
I have great love for all of the people from our country. But as you know, China tried to say at one point, maybe they stopped now, that it was caused by American soldiers. That can't happen. It's not going to happen. Not as long as I'm president.
But just
tell us who it is.
You're telling those staffers, of course it's wrong to use the word.
Tell us. I think we are.
I think you understand how these conversations go.
I don't know. I don't know how these conversations go, and that's highly offensive. So you should tell us all who it is. I'd like to know who it is.
I'm
not going to engage in
that person
hypotheticals.
wasn't
I'm married to an Asian. I mean, I'm not engaging in hypotheticals. My kids are.
You're married to an Asian?
Yes, I'm married to an Asian American. My kids are 25% Filipino.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever heard someone say that?
I have never heard that. The only time I ever even heard that or read that is when you said it yesterday. That's the only time I've ever heard or read it.
Weijia Jiang visited a struggling Chinese restaurant in New York City. Weijia, what did you learn?
Oh, good morning, Anthony. It is clear that Asian Americans are facing discrimination over a disease that does not discriminate. The CDC says Asians are not more likely to contract or spread coronavirus than anyone else. Politicians are now working to combat racism.
It sounds like corona is crippling businesses. It's crippling communities.
It is.
Do you think the damage is done?
The damage is already done. It's already done.
Lam told us business continues to drop every day, and he doesn't think they have seen the worst of it yet. The New York State Assembly just passed a measure that allows the governor to direct emergency funds to small businesses impacted by coronavirus.
I agree with that sign. Fight the virus, not the people who have it, because that's all of us.
Exactly right.
You know?
It's so important that you're doing this story, though. We should let people know that this is happening and that it really is not okay.
Well, the community feels like, they're fighting two diseases here.
Exactly.
The disease of corona, but also bigotry.
Yes.
And I really feel for those young kids, especially who are Americans that are being made to feel like the other.
Yeah. Weijia, thank you very much.
Thank you. You should have warned them the virus was spreading like wildfire through the month of February instead of holding rallies with thousands of people. Why did you wait so long to warn them?
Who you with?
And why did you not have social distancing until March 16th?
Who you with?
I'm Weijia, Jiang with CBS News.
So if you look at what I did in terms of cutting off or banning China from coming in.
Chinese nationals. But by the way, not Americans who are also coming from China.
Nice and easy. Just relax. We cut it off. People were amazed. These gentlemen, everybody was amazed that I did it. We had 21 people in a room. Everybody was against it but me. Dr. Fauci said, had I not done that, perhaps tens of thousands, and maybe much more than that, people would have died. I was very early, very, very early. And we just you saw Brett Baer making a statement. They had a debate well into February. And not even mentioned. It wasn't even mentioned, the Democrats. We were very early. Oh, I'm the president. And you know what I just did? And you know what I just...
And by the way, when you issued the ban, the virus was already here.
Okay, and you know how many people, when I issued the ban, how many cases of virus were in the United States when I issued the ban? Do you know the number?
There was...
No, how many cases? Remember I said one person. How many cases were here when I issued the ban?
But did you know?
No. You have to do your research. How many?
I did my research. On the 23rd of March, you said you knew this was going to be a pandemic.
Can I tell you what? I did know it. I did know it. All I have to do is look.
So you knew it.
Anybody knew it. Are you ready? How many cases were in the United States when I did my ban? How many people had died in the United States?
So do you acknowledge that you didn't think
Keep your voice down, please. Keep your voice down.
Did you not?
How many How many cases were in the United States? I did a ban where I'm closing up the entire country. How many people died?
And that's a fair point.
How many people died in the United States? And yet I closed up the country, and I believe there were no deaths, 0 deaths at the time I closed up the country. Nobody was there. And you should say thank you very much for good judgment.
As a woman who covered the White House, as a woman who covers politics and policy in Washington, we have to just say the way he treats the female reporters is different. When he said to CBS News' Weijia Jiang said that she should relax, that she should keep her voice down. I mean, come on.